So a lot of people are asking me if I'm worried about the Heat. And I'll just be honest, not really. At least not for the things that y'all would think I would be worried for the Heat about with their on-court level of play. Yes, it has not been great, and they definitely do need to improve their play, especially certain aspects in their offense specifically. But I'm not worried about them. I know they can play. I've seen them do it numerous times, even this season, as well as, ever since Jimmy has been here. It's pretty much the same core group of people. Now, there was a little bit of change with Terry, and I do trust Terry. I think he can be perfect in his role and what he was brought to. But there is one thing I am concerned about. That is health. And yes, this Heat team has consistently made deep runs with big injuries to their, core and their squad. But this year just feels a little bit different. We're getting close to the playoffs, and instead of getting healthier, we're getting more and more injured. Tyler Hero was supposed to come back, and it keeps seeming like he's coming back, but then it keeps getting delayed. Is that just trying to hold him out a little bit, be cautious, or is there a little bit more going on there? We don't know. Bam is now not playing in missing games randomly. Is something going on? We know he has been a little banged up, but is it going to limit him and potentially make him miss some playoff games as we get closer? Is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? We'll have to wait and see. Jimmy's been missing games recently, and yes, he has done that, and he has actually played great hurt in past playoffs. But this team isn't past teams. They struggle a lot offensively, and they're specifically going to need him. And then Duncan's missing some games. Kevin Love has been out for an extended stretch. Is that precaution trying to save him for the playoffs, or is something serious going on there? Jovic has missed a couple games. Do I think he's going to be a big part of the playoffs? No, but if other people are hurt, we definitely will need Jovic. Every single player on this team feels like there's an injury concern. And we've already missed 2 guards to season-ending injuries in Drew Smith and Josh Richardson. We've had several other big injuries. Tyler Hero has had like 3 or 4 injuries this year. And people like to say he's injury prone. They've all been pretty fluky. They're probably never going to happen again in that same way. So am I concerned about their play on the court? No, I'm not. We've seen them turn it up countless times, and I'm not saying it's going to happen this time, but I have no choice but to believe because all the data says that they can do it in years past. Now, am I concerned that they might not be healthy to then play to their max potential? That I will say a little bit. I'm about around a 4 out of 10 on concerned for that. If anyone knows me, they know 4 is a really high score for me on the Miami Heat and being concerned about them. I'm usually a 0 or a 1. No matter what's happening, I'm not concerned because I trust what I see and I trust the players. But it's hard to trust players if they're not playing. And, we'll have to see this year if they get to playoff time and they do get a stretch of health and they do make a big, deep run, where I could see we limp into the play-in. We could potentially lose those games there because people aren't available. It's the life of a Miami Heat fan. At least it's a Miami Heat fan and we're not the Detroit Pistons fan dealing with losing seasons and injuries. So I guess we got to stay positive with that. We'll take our finals runs even with injuries. So with that being said, let's go Heat.